Good morning. How is everybody today? I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I got some sleeps. And I played lots of 7 Days to Die with Puma and Sai and some other friends. Let's turn my light towards me so that there's... Oh god, what is happening? Ugh. Okay, there we go. It's better. Tracking is trying to figure stuff out here. It's Lumpfish Man time. Yeah, I did some work on Friday after stream, so this is what we've got going so far. Let me adjust my art window here so that I can still see the chat. How are you all doing? I had a rough night because I took my medicine 12 hours late yesterday. So I'm going to take my maracas on time now because that's a thing that should happen. Let me just... making sure. So, good morning Puma, good morning Fantasy, good morning Marnai. How are you all doing? Tell me about your weekends. And Neff too! Neff has appeared! I missed your name because it's white in my chat. Maraca time! You had a rough depressive night? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you showed up to the, to Puma's stream a little bit, though. I hope you enjoyed us chasing zombies and shenanigans. Important stuff soon. Like voting. Gotta go do that today too. Yeah. I actually arrived at the game really late, Fantasy, so I didn't get to post it earlier. Otherwise, it probably would have been up 4 or 5 hours before that. Yep, it's voting day. Apparently, while I was asleep yesterday, I missed my representative actually coming by in my building, and I am very butthurt about that. I'm so mad. Because I sent him a rather lengthy email last summer wanting to discuss some stuff, but because it was just before my trip, I didn't know how I would be after my trip. I wasn't able to schedule a phone conversation with him, so I would have loved to have chatted with him yesterday. But it's very likely that he's gonna win his area again, so. But I just want to have a chat with the man. He seems like a cool dude anyway, so you know. He may be a member of parliament, but he is also just generally a cool guy. Am I on the right layer? Oh, I'm just using the wrong black. Dark gray. Yep. Hopefully the election today goes well. Okay, so what's going on there? We got a posture check, a stretch, and a hydrate from Neff already. It's a little bit early to check the posture, but never too early for a streak. And to hydrate. Well, hopefully it will go well this time. Well, I mean, like, I don't think Mark Carney is a lying turd, so if he ends up in power, I think he'll be pretty good. Either way, I'm voting for my guy regardless of what party he's in. Well, that's not true. If he had joined the Conservative Party, I wouldn't be voting for him, but my guy just happens to be Green Party. My neck is... yeah. It always does. Yeah, my neck does some strange things when I stretch. Let's just select the right color here. I don't want the lines to be too thick, but I also don't want them to be too thin. I haven't done something with line art, like specifically just like a piece of art in so long. My brain is just struggling because it's like, it wants to paint. It must paint. Oh, see ya. Go safely. Hope it's not too busy. Tesla is climbing into my window behind me. He has obviously not eaten. Because he never eats. This is one artist I know who just draws mouths so well, and I'm just like, I need to spend some time studying how they draw mouths, because every time I draw them, they just look so stiff. It's kind of a weird thing to like about a particular artist style, it's just like the way they draw a mouth. Just can't seem to get that dynamicism down. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I still struggle with line weight. I think line weight is one of those things I've just never been good at and probably never will be. People are coming together to try and change our government to proportional representation, which would help a lot. I hate this winner-take-all system. Yeah, well, I mean, every system has its flaws, right? Got a haircut today and feel much better. Exited squill? Oh, excited squeal. Nachos, good morning! I really hate, like, first past the post thing, so, like, you reach a certain threshold and then, like, you win regardless, just because you had the most votes counted first. Like, I hate that. That's stupid. We should not do that. Fantasy has booped my snoot. It is the boop snoot, like the droop snoot, but it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. I'm good, I'm good. Had a pretty good weekend. Bit of a crummy night, but that's probably because I took my medicine 12 hours late yesterday. It is not recommended to forget your maracas. Line art is surprisingly difficult. I am not used to drawing with line art. Let's see how awful this looks if I turn it. Actually, not too bad. I did most of this sketch on Friday after stream. After we did all the thumbnailing. But I didn't want to go too far without you guys. Because I know some of you really like to see the process. Even though it's slow. But I want to do a really good job on this so that, like, I can set this up as a print so that people can get this as a print if they like, if it turns out nice. And, like, maybe we'll start a summer one in July. Or June, perhaps, even. Flip this back around. Let the newcomers, the stragglers, see the whole thing. We've got our son up in the corner. I would fight God for him. He's adorable. I could put him away, but I want to just leave him there for now because he's beautiful. Yeah, that's why people are trying to change the proportional organization. If Green got 30% of the votes, they have 30% of the power in the government. Yeah, they should. That's the way it should be. But it is not that way, which is vexing. Alright, let's start a new layer for the tail. This is the shape of this tail is probably going to change dramatically because, like, a lumpfish tail is. Let's see. Their tails are pretty round, actually. That's probably not the best example. You see, I got like the little spots going down the sides. Their fins are almost transparent, which is really neat, actually. Oh, I gotta check Tesla. Nuggies, come on. You've eaten like nothing. Up you go. We also had a bit of a harf this morning. Oh, somebody knocked over my lamp. I'm pretty sure it was River. Come on, Tesla, you gotta eat your food. I wonder if Necromancer's gonna make it today, or if it's gonna be tomorrow that he gets back. I hope he had a good time in his LARP, though. Kind of miss having him around. Sorry, I'm just waiting for Tesla to actually eat something. But yeah, I think we have to change the shape of the tail. I like the shape of the tail that we have now, but also it's not quite lumpfish enough. Tesla just won't eat unless I'm standing right here, man. This cat. Come on, Nugget. You've barely eaten anything the last few days. I know the weather's changing, but you make me worried. And I don't want to take you to the vet because I know you hate that. And it's expensive. Kiddos. Right. I'm back. Let's look at other lumpfishes. I should probably just drag up the whole reference folder. Yeah, like, they've got this one that's just kind of ugly. And this one that's really transparent, which I like. This one, you can't see the tail. That purple color's cool, though. No tails. This is our son. Again, can't see the tail. That's a baby lumpfish, barely has a tail. And then, again, there's these very soft curves, transparent. I think the only reason this one isn't as transparent is because this fish is dead. Yeah, so. Oh, lump ref's going away. So we could try to change the line of the tail. fan, maybe have it curve over? Nah. I don't know how flexible the tail is considered. So we could do something like this, and then you can see through it. I don't like it. I don't like the shape. It's not mer enough. The spine is not broken. I need to move some things around a bit, Cheese. But good morning. His torso's coming down here, and then there's supposed to be more curve. This whole bit is gonna be moved. It's just the whole sketch, including the color, is all drawn on one layer. And moving stuff around was a real pain in the butt. But I wanted to move this a little bit more here, and then this top part. A little bit more like that, so that the spine is not broken. There are adjustments that are going to be made later. Don't worry, I have planned ahead. Okay, I can't draw at that angle. We'll figure out something for the tail in a bit. I'm not happy with the end shape, but I've never drawn a merman before, except for like that one thing that Mew Juice knows from a long time ago. Matter of fact, we can probably turn that off now. Just a moment. I need to put in... rock. There, we have a rock now. That was unconsciously drawing to the borders of the thumbnail. throw down some color for the rock. To duplicate this layer, because we're going to play around with it quite a lot. That layer being the background. I'm going to play with it right now. Need a folder. Rock. Another folder. Tail. And another folder. Torso. Put all of that in there. We'll just play around with things a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna hide our swatches because it's messing with me. These two. Processing. Now the fun part. Drawing the other arm. There's still so much wrong with this picture. immediately slap in the horizon line. Oops. We can make adjustments. Part of the problem is scaling. What the heck? Background was throwing me off. This is why I don't like doing this on stream, because it takes forever. I'm always constantly just fiddling with things. And I feel like that's boring to the viewers. See you later, Nachos. Thanks for coming by. Scribble in base colors here. I know I can use reference layers and stuff like the paintbrush that just paints to the line. I don't have to do it the long way, but I do anyways. Because I am a bad artist. I'm so scuffed. See, Cheese pointed the broken spine out, and now I'm just like, no, I gotta fix it now. Curse you, Cheese. He was leaning more this way, so I guess. Let's do a sketch. Struggling here. I think I would be better at anatomy than this. Ooh. I could just have things at the wrong angle. Arms also at the wrong angle. Okay, there needs to be a bit of tail here. Tube. That means this goes this way. It's a long, slinky boy. shoulders are not wide enough. No, that's not right. I have a point. Yeah. Torso was not wide enough. I'm probably ruining this. I am struggling so hard. Cut this up and put this on a different layer. These two off. Nope. Emergency noises. Good enough. Where are these? Needs to go here. It's very quiet today. I hope you guys aren't bored. He does have horns, I just haven't drawn them in yet. Merlis. Horns are really hard to draw, surprisingly. His horns be... I hate trying to figure them out because they're a weird shape. Because they do that thing where they sweep back. Actually, this might be not a bad way to do it. Come back out. Yeah. Are you going to draw your character as a mer too, Puma? I know fire is generally your element. But I think it will be fun. Yep. You don't want to make them look like blobs, right? It all comes down to the shading, really, I think. Because you want them to have, like, their iconic curve, right? But you don't want them to look like blobs, but you want them to have volume. And his horns aren't supposed to be, like, really wide at the base, either. Ooh, a seahorse for a cephalopod? That would be cool. Yeah, lumpfish only became our meta because of okay, Eraser, why are you not? Why is it? Oh, it's at erase along edge. That's weird. How did that change? Well, maybe that's why I've been struggling with my freaking eraser, because it's on the wrong setting. Hello, Kimberly001. How are you today? How did you find us? Greetings. Yeah, our lumpfish is only our meta because because of Mystic, really. And because he is our son, we will fight God for him. How you doing, Kimberly? Welcome on in. Thank you for visiting. Please tell me how you found us. I am working on this very scuffed merman. The struggle is real. Let's, here in front of the lines so we can see what we're doing. As usual, I'm just sort of jumping all over the place. Feels so cartoony. I'm so used to doing much more delicate things. hate everything that I'm doing. The strange noises are gonna start happening. I mean, they've been happening this whole time, but you know. The strain of art not going the way you want it to. Why am I struggling so much today? Is it because I didn't draw over the weekend? That's probably what it is. Let's be honest. 2 days off and you're just completely off the rocker here. Just totally out of practice. I just want him to have pretty jewelry. You know what, let's just start adding more lines in. Maybe that's our problem. Maybe there aren't enough lines. They look like little coffee beans now. Oh, I figured out how to fix that maple pecan coffee that was like really gross last week. I added a little bit of salt into the coffee grounds. And that seems to have fixed my problem. It cut the bitterness completely out. I didn't even need to put sugar in the coffee. Which is fantastic. Yep. Who would have thought salt in your coffee? Yeah, here's the bot. Ban. Our daily bot has arrived. Daily dose of digital denial. It's that alliteration. Their username is pretty weird though. Heedless Flesh CFW MCAT. It was almost Heedless Flesh Market. I'm just making such a mess here. The 4D experience. We have Neff has redeemed a hydrate, a stretch, and a posture check. Unshrimp thine spines! I gotta pour more drink first. I'm gonna have to go get more drink. I might make another cup of coffee, actually. Thank you, Neff, for the redeems. Keeping us on our toes, nice and stretched and relaxed. Especially with all this very stressful stuff I've got going on here. Can't seem to get my lines right today. Incubus upkeep, yep, that's right. I feel like I'm making this worse. Good enough. We'll probably come back to these in a bit. Probably too much detail. I know this one is supposed to have like a cap on it. Like a little gold cap kind of thing. Right here. And there's a dangly bit that comes off the back that you don't see because it's behind them. Where is the other one? gold color is completely wrong. That's better. Alright, back to this. This one's gonna be, I need to renew this layer. And then gonna grab a new layer. And I think I'm just gonna start with the bangs. I'm always trying to figure out a way to do his hair so that like his little flower mark here is visible. Let's quickly drop that into so that we know where that lives. Good enough. Let's go maple leaf. He's very Canadian today. What have I done? It's supposed to be a lotus. Shh. It's a maple leaf today. In honor of our election. No, this is the wrong layer. Believe it or not, I actually have this haircut in real life. I mean, I need to get the haircut again because it's been like a year. Almost a year since I've had my haircut, so it doesn't look quite this nice anymore. Spider still on blank. mean, I should probably draw his hair more wet and clinging to him, because he did just come out of the ocean. Why is there 7 days to die integrator on my stream? How do I turn that off? Well, let me figure out how to do that, because it should not be on there. But thank you for pointing that out. Extensions. Well, how do I... It only gives me the option to uninstall it, so... Hopefully it's gone now. Sorry about that. Sorry if it was annoying. I would like to stream 7 days at some point. But, not for now. I don't have a setup that's really great for gaming. It's part of the reason why I don't do it. I don't have a second monitor, and my phone always shuts off, so I can't see chat. I used to play Minecraft on stream. Again, I was worried that it would be a bit boring. And now that I've switched to doing art, I do enjoy it so much more. Yeah, you have a display tablet. I don't. I don't know why my phone just the screen keeps shutting off even though I have it set to stay on. The iPhone that I'm borrowing from Sai for my tracking doesn't turn off. So, I don't know. We should do a summer collab with our characters like we did for Halloween that one year. I think that would be fun. Like a beach theme or something. That collab was a lot of fun. Get to see where all my problems lie in my design of the bangs. Saving up to be a menace. Yeah, I wanted to do some work on getting some throwables ready for this week over the weekend, and that just did not happen. I was so tired. I want to get a new starting soon screen and a new BRB screen. I want to get transitions. Why do I struggle to do the most basic things? I want to get some more emotes done. Forgot to name my layers. What is this? We're going to erase that little bit. Yeah. It doesn't have to be clean right now, we can fix it later. I just need the color blocking in because it really helps me a lot with, like, form and stuff. That goes there, yes. Oh. Starting to come together. The horns are a little bit off. Man, I love the liquefy tool. Yeah. Yeah. That's better. Just, it's not much better, but it's marginally better. Why are meds so nasty? Well, so you're not tempted to eat them, I guess. Because if they tasted good, you would want to eat them. And then that could be dangerous. Especially for children and people with no self-control. I had to take extra allergy meds to stop a reaction after eating chocolate I didn't know had nuts. Didn't say anything. Oh. Are you allergic to nuts? Like, how bad is it? I know, I have a friend who's really, really allergic to nuts. Actually, it's Mara and I's husband. And as far as I know, he can't even go into the bulk barn, which is a bulk food store company that we have here. Like, he can't even set foot in the place because it'll kill him, which is brutal. I've known a few people over my lifetime that were like deadly allergic to nuts. I just feel so bad for them because macadamia are truly the best thing on the planet. Something has definitely changed with the train regulations. I don't know if you can hear the train horn, but there have been a lot more train horns recently. Like, I've just noticed, like, all last night. I don't mind it. I actually really enjoy it because it's very soothing to me. I'd rather hear that if I'm going to hear any noise than the constant sirens, which cause me minor anxiety. But they're not exactly supposed to be pleasant. They are sirens. Whereas train horns are just like, beep beep, get out the way. Nah. I am technically allergic to chocolate. I get a bad headache after a while if I've eaten too much, and I'll get really terrible acne and mouth sores inside my mouth. And it sucks. All of this is just a little bit wrong. Little ear tip is sticking out by the bangs. Let's make this a little bit cuter, shall we? Welcome back, Mara and I. We were just discussing nut allergies. It must have summoned you back. I wonder where that Kimberly person went. They never responded. Yep, I mentioned that your husband was very, very allergic. Apparently Fantasy is also allergic, but not to Not to your husband's degree, at least. Okay, I'm liking this a little bit more now. I'm gonna... Whoop. What did I do? Nothing. Okay. Gonna turn off our swatches a bit. Still gonna need a lot of work, but it's okay for now. What is this? This is... Gotta name our layers. Folder. Random noises, yep. I think I need to actually move this horn a little. Same thing to this one. That's a bit better. Little lumpfish man. It's very messy, but it's okay. We'll be nice and clean when we're done. It's not quite the angle that I wanted, though. Still not quite happy with the horns. Supposed to be a little bit further back on him. I feel like I have to move like this whole portion of his head from just under his jaw and just shift it all a little bit because it's wrong. shift the skin later. Just this part. I always feel like this process is so boring for everybody. It's a lot of, like, shift and move and refine lines and... There's not a whole lot of interacting going on. But these are more co-working streams than anything else anyways, so I expect people are probably doing other things as well. Gives me a little bit more control over everything there. This one. Welcome back. so I should be able to take all of this, put it in a folder. And I should just be able to, whoop, that's wrong. There, haha. The head is separate now. Which means we can put this here. That is that. Which means we have this. Means we can put this up here. And that means we can fill that back in. And then that should be all of that. Now I can move the head freely. Haha! That's fine, Fantasy. I mean, like, you have things to do. Go do them. Have fun. I hope you have a great time. Alright. Ponytail. Let's shift a little bit. So that we can see what's going on for now. How long till you switch to your new job? Puma? Oh, you should turn down your stream, aren't I? Next week? Velcro! It's making chirps. It happens. I think there's like a shortcut key for turning down the volume of stream too. It's possible. It's possible that you hit the shortcut without knowing it. My Windows volume. Ah! And as soon as possible. But no worries. I need to get rid of some of these lines. They're driving me crazy. Sometimes it helps to step back and look at things. Ah, hello, Velcro. It's cat time, apparently. I have a Velcro, he's so soft and fluffy. This little kitten scream. You're gonna be a year old in a couple of days. You and your mischievous brother. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, cutie bean. Are you a cutie bean? I think he's a cutie bean. she heard him meow. You bring out my girly side. You're so adorable, baby. He's such a tiny baby. How old is Squeaks, anyways? They never asked. I know you adopted her, but like, she looked older. A year or two? Oh, she's still baby. Not as baby as this baby. Velcro is like Jello right now. He's so cute. I need to fix a little bit with the eyes, I think. All the shifting has put things out of whack. It's mostly the rightmost eye. How many cats do we have now? We have 4. Atlas passed away, and Sai adopted 2 brothers to fill the kitty-shaped hole in her kitty-shaped heart. Velcro likes to snuggle with me, River does not seem to like me that much. He won't snuggle with me. But Velcro always snuggles. He's falling asleep in my arms. He's very chill. You're sleepy boy. Yeah. But yes, we have 4 cats and they are all black. I mean, you could say Mathis is a black and white cat because he has white patches, but they're only on his belly. He's just got this big white blob between his back legs. It's like a target for pets. What? I suddenly scream. Tesla is doing fine. He still doesn't eat very much. He's very small. He's a weird potato bean. You're the one who wanted to come and snuggle. Why do you want to leave? Meow. Yep. Lots of scrim. There's going to be lots of scrimming now. Why do you smell like coffee? Ah, he licked my nose. I can't hydrate at the moment, but I will hydrate after I let the cat go. Might be a few minutes yet. I might make another cup of coffee, actually. That will use up my maple pecan coffee. The coffee. Coffee! Kind of miss that Monsters of the Week game. Tia ended up with her harem of monster boys. Bye. I'm just getting all the meows for you. Are you made out of jello? Yes, you're furry jello. That's what you are. The plush baby, he scrim, and now he leave. And now I'll take my hydrate. After I get the cat hair out of my mouth. And now I drank. Alright, I'm gonna go put the kettle on and make another cup of coffee real quick. I will leave you with Merman. Merlis. Name Mer. I shall return with Gofifi. Oh, God. Except I won't leave you looking where I'm like terrifying. Mm-mm. guys don't mind just being left here with Nameless, just hanging out idle. See you tomorrow, Fantasy. It's good to get up and move a little bit. I'm not supposed to sit for too long, and I keep forgetting. I got some compression socks yesterday. I have my first pair of knee-high socks that actually fit. Posture check. Nap from standing. A stretch and a hydrate. Well, coffee's coming. We're just taking a break to get coffee, so I'm standing, stretching, do a little dance instead of a stretch. Do. Dance to the music. Alright, I'm gonna go pour the next bit of water. I do believe that I am going to try a fast this week, though, because my weight's way up. It's not good. That's probably why I keep getting the swollen ankles. But Maddie recommended getting compression socks for Conquest, and like the sock part of these compression socks isn't very tight. I probably should have gotten the one size down, but I was afraid they weren't gonna fit. But yeah, they have knee-high compression socks for large people, which is nice. All right, coffee should be running through. Really should look into getting a French press though. There isn't quite enough water in my mug yet. Coffee, 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 coffee. Cappuccino, Java. You need coffee? You are not having a great day already. Aww. I send you good vibes, Puma. You can't see it, but I'm standing wiggling, doing the good vibes dance. Hi, Fantasy. Whoa, I'm back. Hi. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, adding that little bit of salt to the coffee grounds changes the entire flavor profile. It's great. Technicians being weird and nebulous in their notes as usual. Boss having me update company rep. And a spreadsheet worth of customers. And the dispatcher's out sick, so I have to handle the schedule for tomorrow too. Ugh. Like, I could probably do that job. I don't mind desk work. The problem is, no one wants to hire me for whatever reason. And I can't do that job because I'm not an American. What did I do to his shoulder? Have a good game, Fantasy. Hope you have fun. Go safely. That's a little bit better. Neff! Neff has booped my snoot. It has the boop snoot, like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. Thank you for the boop snoot. The snoot boop, in fact. I think we're slowly starting to get things right around here. It's just like small adjustments until things are right. Train noises. I have to start making like lighting considerations. Still problems with the torso. One. Problem lies in the neck somewhere. Well, that can go. What color? The shoulder is dislocated. That's part of the problem. The struggle is real. Why did I choose such a complex pose? Why do I do this to myself? Why do I draw on the wrong layer? This whole line needs to go. You think of that? Don't overthink it. It was Cheese's broken spine comment at the start of stream. Could just be because I don't have any lighting or shadowing yet, too. Sometimes that makes all the difference. Neat, more train noises. Can always draw another one next year, too. A better one. We'll just make this an annual thing where we draw a merman. every year the merman will be sexier. I have no idea what this hand is doing. I didn't plan this very well. I'm just doing thinking. To fix this bit. There we go. Let's get some eyebrows in there. And put the flower mark. Drag that down here. And that will also be his makeup. This color is the wrong color. There's a kitten doing something he shouldn't be doing somewhere.
Oh. There we go. I
heard a suspicious noise from a cat somewhere, but I didn't see one. Kitten is being sus somewhere. Okay. Maybe I'm imagining it. Go, Fifi. Yeah, adding the salt to the pecan coffee, just perfect. Okay, these 2 layers are just gonna go. This. Take our liquefy tool. The liquefy tool is probably my favorite. There, he no longer has broken spine syndrome. Where's our little... Bring this up. I think our main problem now is... just merely placement on the canvas and how much room he takes up. Yeah, I think he's looking good. Thanks for the reassurance, Marinai. Velcro? Yeah, finally. Starting to look right. Play around with it enough and you'll get there. Okay, this folder is not named. Name that folder. Awesome. Just naming my layers, don't mind me. Being a good artist, following the rules. Super hydrate. What's up, Velcro? He's being a silly man. Cat. Still something slightly wrong with the head placement. Don't mind me, I'm just being weird again. It was the neck all along. going on here? So what's everybody working on? I mean, I know Puma's just straight up working, but what's everybody else doing? You're also trying to shake off the dust, so to speak. Has it been a while? I've been thinking of doing like actual co-working streams so that people don't feel obligated to not do anything while I'm also streaming. So I'd like people to be creative at the same time. Do a writing stream where we just type, because I've got to do lots of writing, but I listen to very specific music when I'm streaming or when I'm writing, and I can't listen to any of that on stream. Tennis elbow for a while. Couldn't really use your dominant hand. Tennis elbow? How did you get tennis elbow? Or is that just what they call it? I mean, I don't know you to play tennis, so... That's just what they call it. I got it from not watching my posture, also overworking myself trying to make a game for Halloween in a month. Yeah! I have tendinosis in my right shoulder, which is a degeneration of the tendon. So, the tendon itself is basically dying. And that stems from the tendonitis I got trying to enter an OCT back in 2009, Original Character Tournament, back in the days. Yeah, I still haven't made a physiotherapy appointment. If by the time we finish voting today, if there's still time, I might go make that appointment. If I can go do it before they close, because, yeah. Necromancer was really awesome and gave me some money to go get a physiotherapy appointment. I don't deserve it. It have taken so long. Welcome back, Nachos. How you doing? And thank you. Yeah, it's come a long way since this morning. I have no plans for these spikes. I just know that he needs little soft spiky doodads. And I know the tail is wrong for a lumpfish, but like, lumpfish tail is not pretty on pretty demon boy. That's part of the rock line. I think. What part is this? Oh, that's part of the ponytail. Weird. Look at that. I know, but I feel bad. I don't have any insurance, so it's like, even though I'm Canadian, I can only get certain coverage for certain things, and physiotherapy is not one of them. And I mentioned this, and then Necromancer sent me some money for it, and I'm just like, He's just so generous, and I don't even, I can't, Panic noises. At least Fantasy's not here to make fun of me for making panic noises. Some people have such big hearts, and it's just, like, but there's people who need it more than I do. But, like, I also need it. But still. Yeah. Also, after doing that one hand study last week, I can suddenly draw this hand. Cheesecake! Oh my god! Jellies. I love cheesecake. This is why I'm fat. You're doing good. You had cheesecake and friends and helped put up her son's TV. Nice. I need to decide what this other hand is doing. Maybe he's clawing on the rocks towards the viewer. Yeah. Good enough. So weird ass fingers. I'm jealous of your cheesecake. Alright, I did want to have a bit of a horizon line in here. Let's refer back to our... It's so different already. I think part of our problem is our rock here. Let's just get rid of this line for now. I'm just jumping all over the place. Hydrate from Neff. Thank you for the hydrate, Neff. Neff. I like saying her name. I don't know why. Sorry. Sorry if it's weird. Our fish boy is looking real good. Who was he crawling towards, I wonder? Or is he just chilling? Maybe. Being normal's boring. Be weird. Yes. I mean, generally, the weirder the VTuber, the more popular they get. You just gotta be strange. I much prefer VTubers with smaller communities because they're easier to interact with. But I always hope for success from the people that I follow, and like whatever success looks like to them, whether it's 1 million followers and being top of the Twitch food chain, or just having people show up to their stream for the usual shits and giggles, whether it's 10 people, 20 people, or 1,000. means I'm gonna have to move the ear a little bit. I'd settle for winning a jackpot lottery. Yeah. Well, like, if I won the lottery, then I wouldn't have to worry about money and being able to continue streaming, right? Which would be nice. I don't have to worry about money because that helps so many people at risk being poor again. Well, you see, that's why you invested, and then you live off the investments, and plus any extras from the investments on top of your living expenses, you use that to help people. That's what I'd do. How do you do that? I'd invest what I have, but I don't know the game. Well, one thing you'll definitely want to do is invest in something long-term that pays out slowly, but grows really well over time. So, like, one I have is called VXC, is Vanguard excluding Canada, and it's just like this big ETF fund that has a whole bunch of companies in it, and it's basically doubled in value since I purchased it like 10 years ago, but I couldn't purchase much because I didn't have a lot. I would be pretty rich now if I were to sell what I had, if I had been able to buy more. And they pay out, those ones pay out every 3 months, or at least that one pays out every 3 months. And it almost always pays out, but it's not very much. Is that the plan that shotguns its investments, hoping to succeed by volume? Well, like, it's very carefully curated. So there's Vanguard Canada, and then there's Vanguard excluding Canada, which is everything but Canada. And I think they probably have one that focuses on just Europe or just Asia, one that focuses on the United States, which is probably not doing very well right now. Mine is just a global fund. And then I have another one right now that is called DFN, and that's in God, what is it called? The word was just the tip of my brain. It's a dividend fund, and that one pays out monthly, but it doesn't always pay out. So it depends on how the market is doing, and if the market's doing poorly, it's not going to pay out, and it could go tits up very easily. But when it does pay out, it pays out a lot. So it's very high risk, and I'm trying to get the way you can have some stocks reinvest themselves when they pay out. I'm trying to get my VXC to the point where when it pays out, it buys a new share. But I don't have the money to do that, so I invest in DFN and get DFN to buy itself so that it eventually gives me enough that when it pays out, I can take that payout instead and buy one of the VXC stocks so that I can boost my VXC up to a point where it buys itself, and then pick a different stock and take that DFN return and buy something else to the point where I can get it to buy itself. And it's called a dividend reinvestment plan. So, at least in Canada. So, like, I have my stuff set up with Scotiabank. Elon doesn't have any money. It's all All of his wealth is in like speculation, how much his companies are worth. So I don't think he actually has any actual money other than probably crypto stuff. His crypto is probably worth a lot. Yeah. And like, if the stock market goes tits up, most of the time you lose everything you have. Yeah. It's not liquid currency, just investments, yeah. So like, my portfolio is very, very, very small in comparison to a lot of people because like, I'm still about $7,000 in debt from my student loan. The government is slowly paying it off because I can't find work and I have a lot of disabilities. So, the government has me on the repayment assistance program, and in 2028 I can file to default on my student loan, whatever's left of it. But I haven't really paid anything towards it because I have no income. Even the income here I'm making is not enough to qualify for them to not allow me on the repayment assistance plan. And I feel bad for that because I would like to be a productive member of society, but no one will hire me. And I don't know why. I've had this problem since I was 14 when I started looking for a job. No one will hire me. I don't know whether it's my name, my face, my resume, my level of education. I have no idea. It could be something as simple as the font on my resume. How do they afford all the mansions and supercars, though? It's called loans. And bribes. Too tired to keep going. I have to go. Been awake since 9 p.m. Oof! Oh, no. Go get some sleep. Go get some sleep. I'm glad you were able to vote before you got too tired to do that. I hope your representative wins. Yeah, no, they just have all sorts of loopholes. They squirrel money away in foreign accounts, and the rich have a lot of weird loopholes, and of course they're not taxed very high. As a matter of fact, with most of the nation's tax plans, particularly what's going on in the US right now, the poorer you are, the more you pay in taxes, and it's stupid. Yep. And all of the kickbacks go to the rich so they can continue to get richer. And nothing is going to change until we, annihilate the billionaire class. Have you talked to employment? Yeah. I've applied for government jobs. I've talked to Employment Canada. At one point I just gave up. I reached a point where I just gave up. And I was depressed for a very, very long time, and I'm only just starting my life again now. It's been about 20 years. So I went through so much depression. I basically just kind of shut down, and it was really, really hard. I was not well, which is why I take daily maracas. Oh my god, I can hear them inside of me, and they make me happy. This dragon doesn't believe in wealth hoarding. It's a different kind of wealth that you hoard. It's called love and companionship. I did with a mechanical welding background. My one job my EC agent offered was manager of a hog farm. Wow. I mean, I don't mind animals and I don't mind farming, but my body is not healthy enough to do that kind of work. It's just not. I was self-deletus depressed for a very, very long time, and my it took a toll on its body. It took its toll on my body. If I could language, thanks. I stopped exercising, I stopped eating right, I stopped taking care of myself. You don't know what the fuck to do to manage a hog farm? Exactly. How did they even come to that conclusion? It's like, you have welding. Couldn't they put you at like a factory? I take magic maracas. They don't make me happy. They just keep me on the edge from self-destruction. Mine used to be like that. And then the pandemic started just after I moved, and I didn't have a doctor for like 3 years. And I had to stop my other meds cold turkey. I was, when my medications for my issues, get to the point where they're just low enough, like they're barely on the border of what I need, I actually become homicidal. It's kind of scary, because I have the urge, rather than to destroy myself, to destroy the rest of the human race, and it's kind of terrifying, because I don't like being like that. Yes, I still do. I still get those feelings sometimes. I started a different one after I finally got a new doctor here in town, and, that one was much better for me, so it could just be that you're taking the wrong ones. But switching medications is the worst thing ever, and, like, poor Sai is always going through medication changes, and I feel so bad for her, and I wish there was a cure to her problems. I wish I could just snap my fingers and cure her. See, this is why I don't believe in gods, because if somebody did that, and they're like, part of my plan is to make this really awesome, good, loving, kind, amazing, talented person suffer in misery every day with all sorts of issues, like, fight me. Fuck gods. That's how I feel about that. There is no reason for such a thing. For anyone to suffer that much for any reason. This is why, gods and their godly plans, fuck that. Yeah, I don't like going out in public near people. Any idiot makes me want to murder someone in the room. I am what ODSP calls unhireable. Just remember, when given the power of a god, many people make their Sims go for a swim and then remove the ladder so they can't get out and eventually drown. Jesus Christ. According to our myths and legends, the gods are even more petty. Yeah. I think most of the human race is sociopathic. Perhaps even psychopathic. And it's only our agreement for what is acceptable societally that keeps our species from imploding completely. And, like, you see it with criminals, they have a complete disregard for even the agreements made by the rest of their quote-unquote tribe. Like, they just have a complete disregard for it, and it's like, Yeah, I look at people who do that to their Sims, and I'm like, what the hell? I would never do that either. Like, I would just not do that. Good night. Good night, Marinai. Oh. I got into a ramble. Don't feel bad. It's all hypothetical, I promise. It's just philosophy. Think of cute bun-buns. Look, the point is, at least we have the healthcare to get relatively the help that we need. And that's a positive thing. That our society seems to strive to want to take care of one another for the most part. And I think that's also largely a survival tactic. And we'll find out this evening. In the next episode, we'll find out who our great leader is of the Maple Nation. And we'll see if we have someone who takes care of us or not. But I think we will. I think our people, they woke up. And I think the world is going to be a better place. At least for Canada starting tomorrow. I have high hopes. I will do my part as best as I can, even though I'm not voting for the Red Party. I'm voting for the Green Party. I would like to vote for the Red Party if I could, but my green dude is so good, and he cares so much, and he does such a great job that, like, I can't logically vote for anyone else because he fights for us so hard, and his party doesn't matter to me at all. There's a deity that's more likely that they're simply negligent. Do you still play with the same toys you did when you were young? Nope. Yep. I agree. Also win the lottery, and then the next episode is definitely gonna find and buy land and build a new society. To hell with everyone else. Yeah. I mean, I would like to still participate in the rest of society, but I would also like to show people that, like, there are different ways to live than, you know, suffering the city life rat race. You know, I want chickens. I like chickens. I think that's why I like Shane in Stardew Valley, because, like, I resonate with him quite a lot in the regard of severe depression and the feeling of hopelessness, but finding comfort in something as simple as raising chickens and having a friend who listens to you. I'm a bit disappointed that the creator of the game did not have Shane grow and his, like, favorite thing change from beer to something like chickens. Like, that would have been a nice touch if, like, when the character goes through their sort of transformation towards the end, that you know, their favorite thing, quote unquote, also changed. I think that would have been, like, a really, really nice touch to Stardew Valley. And to show that, like, no matter how dark of a place that you're in, you can grow and thrive just from something as simple as having someone listen to you. There's a mod for that, I know. But I'm talking about the base game. Like, there's so many things he could have done with it that, like, I don't know. You put in all this extra stuff, like the Skull Cavern and Mr. Chi and that, and it's like... But the characters themselves are already so rich, you could make them richer. But instead he has this Mr. Chi dude and the perfection stuff, and I'm like, eh. Like, that doesn't interest me. What does participating in our society have to do with chickens? Nothing. Other than, you know, becoming an egg baron. Become egg baron. Apparently Good is the guy I watched before I started streaming again. He's doing more with his chickens and selling more eggs because eggs are really valuable in the United States, and he just has a lot of chickens, so. And I'm like, why don't you become an egg baron? I guess he's starting to listen. Question mark. Apparently he wants to get back into streaming. He retired back in December. And I think it's just because, you know, he was having such a stressful life. And then shit got really bad, and now it's even worse. I'm like, this man can't catch a break, but he's like one of the best people I know. You know, he's such a good person, and you know, there's one or two mistakes in there, but no one's perfect, right? Can we put up a farmed goods station on the edge of Larp Town? Locals come buy our eggs and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if like you followed me on Blue Sky or not, but like, one of my friends that I made in university, the only friend that I made in university, let's be honest, she was going on about this magical pie cart, and apparently there's someone who, in her mom's town, bakes a bunch of pies and puts them out on a cart and just like leaves them in town for people to like buy. So they just put their money in the little money box and they buy a pie, and nobody knows who it is. It's just the magical pie cart. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. I want to live in that town. And I like people who bring joy to the world like that. Just a little bit of joy. You know, they make all the difference in the world. It's like the smallest gesture. They're not winning a Nobel Peace Prize or anything. But like, they make the world a little bit more interesting and a little bit more magical, and I think that's really, really important, and I want more people to do that. It's like having those little libraries, those little like take a book, leave a book libraries that people have on their property sometimes. They look like little mailboxes. And I'm like, those are so magical. Like, I would never touch them because they're quite often very dirty. And I am allergic to mold, like severely allergic to mold. And a lot of the times the books in there, they can be very moldy. So I never use them, but I like the concept. The Upper Canada Village used to do that. And the government came down on them about selling stuff because they couldn't guarantee some little things that were never a problem before. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're not... Upper Canada Village is like a huge organization, right? And, well, not huge, but like, they are an official organization, and I think they're recognized by like the Heritage Society and stuff. And so they don't want people trying to sue the government if they get sick from something from that cart. But if you're like, you know, you own a farm and you've got like a corn stand on the corner of your property, the government isn't really gonna like hound you for that. But, like, I understand why the government maybe came down on them for that one. Like, they used to grow wheat, millet, and bake bread from it. All on UCV land. But then the government was like, can't guarantee no cross-contamination, no selling. Yeah. I'm not sure what UCV stands for. Sorry, it was rubbing my eyes. Man, I don't think I've been to Upper Canada Village since I was a brownie. Oh, okay, UCV. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think I've been there since I was a brownie, since I lived in Angus. I don't even know where it is, to be honest. Where is Upper Canada Village? We'll look that up. Oh. Well, then I must have been in guiding then, because I was already in guides by the time I moved to Ottawa. I didn't realize it was so close to Ottawa. I was going every year for the medieval festival. I didn't know they had a medieval festival. That's pretty awesome. Oh, nachos, redeeming a hydrate and a stretch. We'll stretch first. Untrim thine spines. And I will take a sip of my coffee. I'm also going to step away for a sec. I return. For the budget conscious, is still like supporting Upper Canada Village since it's a living museum. Yeah. And then there's the Cumberland Museum. That place was always pretty fun too. We used to go there when I was in guiding for our winter events. I do miss all of like the museums and stuff in Ottawa. I really like the Museum of Civilization. See you, cheese. Yeah, the Museum of Nature and the Museum of Civilization and the Science and Tech Museum. Good museums. Very good museums. Museum of Art, kinda boring. I know I'm an artist, but oh my god, just walking around a gallery looking at pictures is really not that fun. I love the Nature Museum until they replaced a lot of the castle with those shiny... Oh no! What did they do? I mean, to be fair, the castle was literally sinking into the ground. They had to keep jacking it up every few years. My favorite part of the Museum of Nature, though, was like the mineshaft ride, quote unquote. I loved that thing. I think they got rid of it. As terrified as I am of caves, I knew it wasn't real, so it was like fine, but it was atmospheric enough that I was like, this is fun. Oh god, yeah, the mineral exhibit was so good, and the giant amethyst thing. Oh, if I were super rich, I would have a giant amethyst piece. That would be like the crazy rich person thing that I would own, is just like this giant amethyst geode thing. Because I freaking love them. Or maybe a couple of giant geode thingies, because there are some really cool ones out there. I like rocks. And like that weird, kind of like rubbery cave thing that they had. Until I chip it up and turn it into jewelry. No! Wow, that was quite the expression. I think there's lawnmowers outside. You missed it? Oh, the expression that no! There you go. What is happening there? Can't even hold it. Now that I've taken a break from the merman, I still need to fix that one eye. But it's really good. Why do you smell fire? Is there fire somewhere? Somebody could have their fireplace going. Do you have like some psycho neighbors or something? I would be the best neighbor, because I never cause any problems for anybody. I'm quiet. I would probably have like a permaculture garden, so I probably wouldn't even own a lawnmower, because there would be no grass. There would just be food and flowers and birds and bugs and aminals. I'd have pet squirrels. Oh, fireplace kind of smell more like leaves and trash. Ew. Ew. Should look up your local bylaws and see if you can ding them for that, because Jesus Christ. Oh, the lawnmowers, man. Oh my god, we've been going for 3.5 hours. It's no wonder I hear the lawnmowers. It's already 12:35, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry you have such shitty neighbors. Why is it, like, giving me this sad expression? All I'm doing is scratching my eyebrow. I like to set up $1,000 worth of firework and let the smoke envelop my home, waft through my windows. Ugh. I don't mind the occasional fireworks, but man, that's excessive. It's also upsetting that people have money for that kind of wastage. Confront them about it, and all I get from them is a shrug. Well, hopefully they move away soon. No, I look like I'm sleeping. I will grab that as a screenshot. You should look up the noise ordinances. Call bylaws every time it happens. Be that, Karen. I like a quiet neighborhood. I hate lots of noise. It's probably why I don't listen to really loud music. I'm very much a trees and birds and rain. I hate lawnmowers. And there are definitely lawnmowers outside. Not worth the effort, they won't change. No, but they'll have to spend more money on bylaw infractions instead of fireworks and parties. And then maybe they'll be like, maybe the people in the neighborhood don't actually like the fact that I'm an asshole. They might actually learn. I don't know. They have enough violations. I mean, it's just one phone call. You just call 311 and report a noise violation. And eventually the bylaw officers come around. Hopefully the noise violation is still happening and they get fined. The first time they'll get a warning. Probably by the third or fourth time, they'll probably start getting violations. Actual tickets. Yep, all you gotta do is 311. I think it's 311, might be 411. Rather win the lottery and just leave. Well, you have to buy lottery tickets for that. I don't even buy lottery tickets. I'd rather just put that $2 in my account and then put it towards another stock in DFN. How is that stock doing, anyways? Yeah, it's actually doing all right. It's still going nuts, but it's still above where I bought it. Where I bought it recently. It always buys in every time it pays out, so. It's doing alright. It's literally all over the place. All I get is free plays? Yeah, no, I don't even get that. I have the worst luck ever of any human being. Speaking of noise, I went for my walk this morning, and 3 car lengths from the house I could hear my neighbor through her closed windows talking on the phone. Her house is insulated, she's just that loud. Jesus Christ, was she deaf? I mean, I get loud when I get excited. You can graph my volume over time versus excitement. It's like the fuck around and find out scale, except it's excitement and loudness. The more excited I get, the louder I get. Oh, well, that explains a lot. She's French, okay. Yeah, no, that explains everything. Everything you complain about, that explains it. Just that alone. No offense to the French, but they're, super entitled, selfish Karens most of the time. That's all I ever get from the Quebecois people. Is they just don't care about anyone other than themselves, and they're just loud. Always loud. Oh, you're leaving someone's house in the middle of the night after, staying at their place for the evening? Let's shout out the windows of our car and honk our horn and as we drive away at 11:30 at night. Or 2 in the morning. you can tell that I had Quebecois neighbors at my parents' place too. Yeah, no, I don't understand it either, Neff. It's unfathomable to me. It's just like, why do you feel the need to shout everything you say? I'll never understand it. Thanks for the screenshots. Apparently, Necromancer is heading home. He said it was very cold and rainy at the LARP, but it was fun. I can't wait to hear all about his adventures tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. How does Evan only have 20 people watching him right now? Maybe he just started? No, it looks like he's been going for half an hour. Alright. Nachos has redeemed posture check. Untrim thing spines. Rumi wants to go eat out later after we vote as like a reward for going out and doing it, I guess. And as something interesting to do. So maybe after we vote I'll go and book my physiotherapy appointment and we'll go to a local restaurant, maybe try something new, who knows. But good luck finding something you want for lunch. We're gonna raid Evan Blair Ert. Raid Evan Blair Ert. I'm getting a little bit of a headache because I've been staring at my screen too long. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Rewards help train positive association. Absolutely they do. If you have trouble going outside, then you should go outside and reward yourself afterwards. But I will see you guys tomorrow for more Mermay. And hopefully we'll be done before the end of May. At the rate we're going. Thank you all for coming. We're off sailing to other waters. Have a great day and a great evening or a great time zone. Whatever it is for you. And for the Canadians, make sure you go vote. And I love you. Bye-bye.